What's up, TYT fans? This is Jake with TYT. This is the tutorial for getting the membership podcast on your Android or iPhone. Of course, first thing we're going to do is pull up the TYT network website. Now, you can get segments of TYT on YouTube, Hulu, or the free version of the podcast, but the best way to get the whole 2-hour and 15-minute audio version of the show in your pocket 5 days a week is to become a member for $10 a month. This will make your boring commute awesome and improve your life in general. If you've been wanting to take your TYT relationship to the next level but lack the technical know-how, fear not, because I'm going to hold your hand through the whole process here, and we're going to do the registration first, then the Android, then the iPhone. So you can skip the Android segment if you have an iPhone after we cover the registration. So the website is, of course, tytnetwork.com. Then you're going to go register. You're going to choose $10 a month or $100 a year, or unless you want to go higher. We'll just do $10 a month here. And then you're going to put in your username of choice, your password, and all that basic information every website asks you for. Then your credit card information, and submit. And then what's going to happen is we're going to email you a username and password. And then once you have that, you're going to go to log in. Now, for the login part on the Android, I'm just going to do it on the phone here. And you'll see why in a little bit, because you're going to need a code that's easy to copy paste from your phone. So just go to your browser and then type in TYT network, and it's going to bring up the site. And then once you have that, you're going to go to log in, and you're going to use the username and password that was just emailed to you. I'm going to type that in now. Minus Go Packers, and the password is subject to change. And you're going to log in. And this is what the site looks like once you're logged in. It's got this podcast button here. You're going to click that. And then you'll see all of the various podcasts you now have access to, the full versions of. Young Turks and Post Game Show, TYT Sports, TYT University, TYT Interviews, What the Flick, Rubin Report, and The Point with Anna Kasparian. All right, so we're going to go, what you're going to do is these little URLs here, these are feeds that are basically secret codes that you're going to put into your podcast app. So what you're going to do is hold down on that, and it's going to select a little bit of it. Then you're going to do the select all function, which is these 4 boxes up at the top here. Hit that, it's going to select all. Then you're going to hit these 2 little pieces of paper, which is the copy function. And that's going to copy it to your system memory. And then you're going to back out of that. Then you're going to go to the Google Play Store, which is the apps for Android. And you choose apps. And then you're going to search for and type in podcast, which I've already done, podcast. And then it's going to show you all these different podcast apps. So iPhone only has one podcast app, it's just Apple's, but Android has dozens of these options. The ones I recommend, based on a little bit of research and Googling, for the free version, there's 2 versions I'm going to recommend. The free one is Dog Catcher here, and then the one I like even better, but it's $4, but it's pretty cheap, is Pocket Casts. They all have different pros and cons. I think Pocket Cast is the best based on a little bit of research I've done. Then you're going to install Pocket Casts. I've already done that, so I'll just open it. And then from this point, this is the main interface of the Pocket Casts podcast app. What you're going to do is you're going to hit the magnifying glass, which is going to search for a feed or a URL. Now, if you just type in TYT or Young Turks, it's going to find all of our free versions, which give you limited content, but since you've just become a paying member, now you get the whole 2 hours and 15 minutes show. So you're going to hold down in the search field and then push the paste button, and it's going to put that secret code in there. You're going to hit search, and then it's going to find it, and you're going to hit subscribe. Young Turks and Post Game Show. Now you're going to click this button over here in the top left, and then bring up the menu and hit podcasts. And there you go. The Young Turks official member podcast is right there in your feed. You click that, and then you can download whichever one you want. That's the post-game show. So let's go hour 1 of October 15th and click it, and it's going to start downloading there. And then once it's done, you'll be able to listen to it. And then you go hour 2, post-games, and you'll be all set. And again, this is really good for commutes, exercising, or just listening to on, while you're in your free time. Once we have this downloaded, I'm going to show you what it looks like. We'll go ahead and play it right now before it's downloaded. Hit the play button. It's going to start playing. And then you click this little bar down here, which will bring it up. And then you'll see you can skim through whichever part you want to listen to. If you don't want to listen to it all, you can skip ahead 30 seconds, back 10 seconds. You can Chromecast it to your TV with this button right here. If you have a Google Chromecast, they're $35. Yeah, and that's basically it for Android. Now, hold on. We're going to go to the iPhone and show you how to do that. Okay, Android users, hang on for 1 second, even though this is an iPhone. For the Android, you can also click the subscribe to RSS button. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, though. That's why I showed you the copy-paste manual method with the Android side. So for iPhone users, it's easier. You only have one podcast app, and it's that one right there, that purple one. So go to your browser, go to the same page with your same login information, and then for this, you're going to do subscribe to RSS, and we're going to go with the point for this. You're going to click subscribe to RSS, ask you open the page podcast, open it, and then it's going to ask you subscribe to podcast. You say subscribe, and then there's the point right there. You're subscribed, and it works with all of them the same way. You download it by pushing this little cloud button here, and it'll start downloading, and you can play it whenever you're ready. Now, since that was so quick and easy, I'm also going to show you how to do it on iTunes on your computer. So you're going to go to the TYT same page here, and we'll just go to TYT Sports, and this one you're going to go subscribe to iTunes, and then it's going to pop it right there. I was actually already subscribed, but it's the same thing. That's how it works. It's fine. One last thing here, a couple last things. If you have any issues, go to membership, and then scroll down, and on this side here, it's going to say what our email is. If you have any issues, email us at support@tytnetwork.com. Before you do that, though, on iTunes or on the Apple side, just make sure that your software is up to date. That's the most common issue, is that if your software goes out of date, sometimes you have some issues. Just update it and try again. It'll usually work. Also, make sure you haven't switched credit cards, because that can cause things to go wrong too. Make sure we have your up-to-date credit card information, because this $10 a month just bills you once a month. Oh, and by the way, you can cancel anytime if you don't think it's a good deal or you don't like it or whatever. You run out of money, just cancel anytime. No contracts, of course. Final thing. Like us on Twitter and Facebook, and there's two separate sides of the Young Turks. There's the main Young Turks, and then there's the TYT Network on both Twitter and Facebook. Do us a favor and like all of that stuff. As you can see, the main page has a ton of likes, and the network side is just getting started, and it needs your help. So like that network page here, and that'll give awesome content to your Facebook feed, including Majority Report with Sam Cedar, David Packman, Secular Talk with Kyle Klinsky, and about 10 others. Thanks for watching. Young Turks.